Okay, so we're on to the final stage. Radio Tower for Mighty Number 6, Aviator. And I kind of like the fact that we're doing this stage last in the intended order given by the strategy guide, in that Aviator was the first mighty number that we saw went rogue, and now we're doing that stage last. I think it's got a nice sort of duality to it.
Mighty number 6 must be transmitting from the apex.
Sorry to make you climb it on foot, Mac, but it's all part of the plan.
Sure, just make me climb up this... What is it? Scaffolding? Is it just a... Hello.
And now, live from Aussie News World Headquarters, continuing coverage of Nations in Rampage.
Okay.
As you can see, Aussie, the robot rampage is not letting up. It's chaos out here. Chaos. This will be the end of our proud republic, or will a hero emerge to save the day?
Yeah, of course we're going to emerge to save the day.
Aussie News will be there. Your number one source for ethical journalism. Do whatever you want with it. Until next time, good night and good luck.
Your number one source for ethical journalism. I'm assuming that's a reference to Gamergate, which was all about ethics in video games journalism. And I've got to admit, I am not up to date on what Gamergate is, because basically it doesn't interest me whatsoever.
Your plan is working perfectly, Will. You'll be safely up the tower in no time.
Don't count your atoms before they're smashed, Sonda. Look, he's been spotted.
So is this a mid-boss? Yeah. So that was interesting, having the little ring to sort of transfer over to a different side of the stage. And, alright, come on, let's get it. Yeah, alright, destroy the helicopter. Okay. So this is a pretty nice stage, in concept at least. Maybe not the whole design overall. Wow! The frame rate on those enemies there, it looks terrible. I can't believe... Obviously, like 20 frames per second. Why is that so bad? I don't get it. It's static enemies. They're not doing anything resource intensive, really. Okay, so we've got the proper boss now. Alright. Okay. It's not got a lot of health, but sure. Okay, so it's got a little defense mechanic. And come on, couple more shots. Oh well, I suppose I should have avoided that hit. Yeah, you're not so tough. Just working through the stage before maybe lose a bit more health than I should have done. Well, you were pretty easy for a mid-boss. Okay, where are we going now?
And now, Avi News traffic from the Avi 1 Eye in the Sky traffic copter. Avi! We have an accident about to happen on the airship, Avi. A piece of trash causing trouble.
Is it just me, or is the voice actor different to when it was in the first stage? It doesn't sound the same person.
What? I mean, breaking news. The piece of trash brought a friend and he's no fun at all.
And that's Countershade. Thank you, Countershade.
Couldn't get a beat on Avi, kid. Have to leave him up to you.
Sure, no problem. I am the main character after all. So, ring cross. So yeah, I wish they'd done more of this. You know, interacting with the environment a little bit differently, foreground, background kind of thing. And this wind mechanic as well, having to dash across to the other side, cross gaps, it's a little bit different. It's a bit more interesting. And I think it does well to sort of set it apart from a normal Mega Man game. I mean, all of them have these sort of obstacles and stages that you need to progress through, but this makes it its own thing, at least compared to something like, surprise surprise, Azure Striker Gonvolt, which is probably a more faithful classic Mega Man, more faithful successor to classic Mega Man.
Bad guys spotted on the west side of the radio tower. Bots are in pursuit. Now to Avi for the weather. Thanks, Avi. We've got strong winds out there today. Be careful.
Okay. Yeah, the talking just does not stop. Well, I'm glad that they spent the money on... Actually, no, I'm not glad they spent money on voice actors. Should have made it on making the game better. Okay, am I gonna die? Can I just boost? No. I can just about save myself. Okay. Nope. Yep, I'm gonna die. Shit. Damn it. So yeah, this stage, with the strong winds having a bit of intensity to them to... Oh, goddamn. Yep, okay, good quest. Whew. Just need to concentrate on this bit, sorry guys. Yeah, it made it a little bit different. Okay. So yeah, I was going to talk a little bit more about Azure Striker Gunvolt, and it is surprising how something that obviously didn't have... I'm not sure if it had the same amount of funding, but I'm pretty sure it had less funding than Mighty No. 9. But Azure Striker just looks a better game, you know, from top to bottom, really. And it's like, it's strange how they differ so much. And they're sort of made by a similar team. How am I going to get across here? There we go. They were made by Inti Creates, and I think Inti Creates helped out with Mighty No. 9. If not, then maybe my complaints are unfounded. There we go across, and here, yeah. So, it's just, it speaks to the mismanagement of the project as a whole, in that they had this so much money spent on this Kickstarter project that they couldn't, you know, spend it better in other places. And I've already talked a little bit about the amount of talking there is, and it's crazy how much money they must have spent on that just to get voice acting in a game which doesn't really need it. Okay.
And now, live from atop RV News headquarters, continuing coverage of Tower of Terror.
I mean, these lines are they're not fantastic, so did they even need to be in there in the first place?
And now to Avi for the winner. Thanks, Avi. We got strong winds out there today. Be careful.
And that's almost a word for word repeat of what you said before.
Sorry, Beckham, your segment is getting cut.
Sure. Alright, can we switch to Counter Shade?
Local boss at large.
Is this Counter Shade? No, it is not. Is it? Wow, okay. Maybe it is Counter Shade then if it's bouncing. Whoop.
Please stand by.
Okay, what's Avi doing? Yeah, more pizza explosions.
Boss at large.
Mm-hmm.
Found him.
So you can hit... Yeah, so that is the way to do this. You bounce your shots off the Avi drone and into Avi himself. Fair enough. Ooh.
Direction.
Ooh.
Twice. Local boss at large.
Local boss at large. So I like the fact that they're not taking themselves all that seriously. Because why would they be?
Stand by.
Come on, last third down. I might have lost a bit too much health.
Moving in from the east with a possibility of hail and falling
Ooh.
robots.
Oh shit.
Tragedy today when a local robot H number 9 jumped from a broadcast tower. We've got a
Okay,
robot
second
moving in
phase.
with a possibility of hail
So
and falling robots.
I'm glad they're using more of this foreground background thing. Did I just die?
Another attack. This just in.
No, I'm hanging on the edge. Wow, I completely missed that. Thank God that I didn't die instantly there. That would have been a bit of pain.
Direction.
Okay, time it there. Okay, so the shots do bounce around just off the stage, but it doesn't seem to do all that much. Come on, there we go. So last third, come on. I think we've got enough health to last out this boss fight.
Local boss at large.
Yeah, it's not really that challenging. Come on, need to wait for it to charge up, which is different again. I didn't expect the counter shade ability to be able to charge up. Usually you get a certain amount of ammo left for it, and then that's it. So I need to get him down. Okay, come on, almost there. Oh, he's gonna do the foreground background thing again. Okay,
Under fire.
so around.
High pressure front.
Huh.
Another attack.
Yep, that was pretty easy to avoid. Just need to wait for him to come down. Okay, a few more hits should do. Okay, one more hit, come on. No!
Local robot H number 9 jumped from a broadcast tower. Update, found him.
Okay, almost there. Just one more hit should do. Almost there. Am I close enough? Yeah, there we go. I must say, that is kind of a terrible boss fight. It was not all that challenging. I mean, I did die twice, but even then...
Beckles? What are you doing up here?
God, what is wrong with the frame rate in this game? Maybe it's the weird helicopter blade that's throwing me off. What do we get? D, yeah. Okay, let's see what ability we have with Avi. No helicopter head? Helicopter arms. Okay, fair enough. Alright. That should be useful for some stages. Well, I don't know how many stages are left now. Hello, have we discovered the secrets?
Horrendous job, Beck.
Jeez,
Come
stupid
back to
horrendous.
base, and then, let's see.
We're going to dissect your brain.
Professor, we're receiving an urgent call from Cherry Dynamics. I will patch it through.
Why would they get a call from Cherry Dynamics?
Sonda! Sonda! Oh, Sonda. Thank goodness. Great Graham here.
So they know each other then.
Mr. Graham, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you.
Drop the axe, Sonda. You don't like me and I don't like you. But we need your help.
Who's we?
It's our
There's only one
factory.
person, yeah.
It's out of control. It's
Okay.
breaking out hostile bots and we can't stop it.
I thought you were trying to blame it on Blackwell.
Confirmed. Defective Cherry Dyne robots are rampaging throughout the city.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Gadzooks, that is not good. We'll send help right away. Right, William?
Wait, William? Is that Dr. White?
Yes, of course. But
Wow.
Mr. Graham,
They're really going for the Walter White thing here, aren't they?
what makes you so sure Blackwell is behind this?
Sonda, who is this idiot? Whom else would it be, boy? That
I like that
smelly
they
old
used
fart is
whom there.
obviously out for revenge. Now stop asking stupid questions and send help.
That smelly old fart is asking for revenge.
Whoa. Pleasant as always, that Mr. Graham.
See, he said Graham there. That was
I'll
right.
take the mighty numbers and handle the situation at the robot factory. You take call and find Dr. Blackwell at the prison.
Oh, is this the stage where we can play as
You
Call?
mean go myself to the prison? Like actually
Pick up a penguin.
physically go there?
Yeah, you pussied out a
suppose it's the
Dynatron
only way to
stage.
Contact Dr. Blackwell under the circumstances.
I'm sure he gets a phone call in
Are you
prison.
Sure, you don't want to swap missions? I think you, of all people, would want to see him, right?
Right?
On the
Right?
contrary, I'd be quite content to never see him again for the rest of my life.
Still confirming that Dr. White is kind of a psychopath.
New content in extra mode is here.
Okay, I don't want that. Go away.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
Huh, so there is actually a little Sander icon. Cool.